Hello everybody, welcome to my very first one of these kinds of videos. I've never done any like speed paints like this before, and I'm starting to do this for a handful of reasons. But as you can see in the bottom right there, I've been sitting on this recording specifically quite a long time. I've been wanting to do these for a while. It's taken a pretty long time to get here right now. But you know, I should I should be more or less working on these on a more regular basis right now. So before I kind of get into why I'm doing the speed paint, kind of want to go into what this specifically is. So, some of you might notice that this is Kerfer, and I'm just now putting in Dr. Kell. This is Kerfer and Dr. Kell getting married, because that's the only real true ending that Voice of the Void could have. So yeah, I thought it'd be a really funny idea to like draw, in my opinion, what I would think would be the true ending of Voice of the Void is just these two getting married, and I'm drawing in a reroll right there. So yeah, I thought this concept was really funny, and I think the end result overall turned out quite well. So now I'm beginning to get with the clean sketch. Just the last step I proceed on to before I start doing the line art, because line art is where stuff gets fun, and not in a good way. But so why am I doing this? Well, for a handful of reasons. The first one is simply the combat AI. I know it's kind of a buzzword nowadays, and it's like everyone's kind of sick of hearing about it. But in order to prove that all my art is legitimate, I am starting to I am beginning to think that, hey, maybe doing these speed paints will prove that nothing in my art is or will ever be AI generated. Another reason, honestly, kind of just break down my art process. Because, you know, you think you know how you think you know what really goes into your art, like, in the moment, but, like, watching this, like, speed paint, you don't notice how everything how the entire process comes together, and, like, as a whole, over the several hours working on this. So this art piece took about 4 hours, which is fairly typical. Typically, my more simpler art pieces take about 3 to 4 hours, and this one is definitely on the more simpler side, especially when it comes to the shading later. Trying to get the proportions right with Dr. Kell holding Kerfer was a little bit of a challenge, but it wasn't anything I wasn't like too unfamiliar with. Now we have the line art coming to a close, and now I believe we start coloring. Yep, now we get onto the color. Another reason why I'm starting to do these speed paints is because I'm trying to get in to like actively upload on my YouTube channel again. Like if you've been watching my channel all in the past like year, then I've been doing basically nothing but live streams. I have like really neglected when it comes to YouTube highlights. And while I am actually working on them again, I haven't completely abandoned them. But in the meantime, while I am able to get some YouTube highlights working on, I think a good filler to appease the YouTube algorithms is doing these speed paints, because I already do art in my free time, and it's not that much effort to work on these speed paints. Because all I am is just speeding up the footage like 3,000% and just talk over it. I don't have any sort of script. I'm just kind of rambling off on what I see. That right there was a very long pause because I typically do these while I'm in like a Discord VC or like watching YouTube. So if there's like a long pause with nothing happening, it's usually because something has my attention. I didn't edit out any of the I haven't actually, other than like speeding up the footage, I actually haven't done any like editing to this. It's just sped up. It is just sped up footage. I also just recorded this with OBS because I don't believe Krita has a feature that allows you to record your brush strokes. So right there, right there, what I did before when it comes to Kerfer's visor, I couldn't get it in a satisfying way, but I eventually kind of used like a brush of like grass blades to kind of simulate scan lines. It's techniques like that and how you manipulate brushes is really what separates amateur to what I think non-amateur digital art is working on your is definitely working on how you're able to utilize different brushes. I decided to go with some harder shading for this one because I felt like that the more softer shading wouldn't really fit with the background I'm going to choose for this later. But I do have some elements of soft shading, like with Dr. Kill's glasses right here. I wanted to kind of give like a gradient effect, and I really like how it came out. I think the gradient effect on Dr. Kill's glasses looks really good, and it's probably how I'm going to draw a lot of glasses going forward. See, another brush tip. So I use this like kind of like paint splatter effect to like get the center of those like flowers to make it feel like to simulate the texture of the of it being like rough, you know, like the inner part of a flower. That's your one little bit of art advice right now is use brushes to your advantage because it will definitely level up your art. And I also gave Kerfer's little meow a little bit of a glow to kind of match. So I try to usually keep these around 8. I try to usually keep these around less than 10 minutes because I don't feel like rambling longer than 10 minutes. Whenever I do these, I might, if y'all think this is a little too fast, then I can definitely speed these up not as much and do a longer record session. And now I'm going in and doing the watermark. And I usually scale it to. I usually try to keep the watermark very consistent across all my art. But yeah, that is the true ending to Voice of the Void. That 8 minutes went a lot quicker than I thought it would, and I didn't get to talk about nearly as much as I thought I was going to. But yeah, expect more of these. Probably, if a normal video is not going to come out on a weekend, then expect one of these speed paints. It's going to help me probably get into doing more art anyway. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you probably in the next one.